am moving for a mistrial because I cannot cross-examine an unsworn witness. That the only person you were afraid of, you didn't want to be around, was Investigator Hamilton from the District Attorney's Office. Is that true?
Yes.
You didn't want to come out and see him because he had harassed you. True?
Yes.
Day 51 of the Young Thug YSL RICO trial was insane. The robbery victim from 2013 testifies again, and on cross it comes out that a district attorney investigator has been harassing her. Thug's lawyer Brian Steele then drops a huge bombshell at the end of this video. Ridiculous day. It seems like each day that goes on, this trial just gets more and more chaotic. Join the channel membership right now. It's only 10 cents a day. Love you guys. Here we go. First look at Thug. He has black turtleneck of some kind. Shannon Stillwell taking some big bites of an apple. That's good. Eating healthy. So it looks like Mr. Adams is up on cross-examination of the Miss Bennett, who was robbed, apparently, 11 years ago by Thug, DK, and his brother. And she also snitched on them, but it's not really snitching if you're a civilian. You're allowed to snitch if you're a civilian. I would snitch on you. If you robbed me, I'm snitching on you, announcing it to the public.
Mr. Matthews, this gentleman right here with the very gray hair. Yeah.
That was actually a good moment.
At least you got here.
At least you got hair.
Are you afraid of Thug? You remember that?
Yes.
Okay. And your answer was no. Is that right?
Yes.
You have no reason and had no reason to be afraid of Jeffrey Williams. Is that right?
No, I don't.
Okay. In fact, when you testified yesterday, you were on edge. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
You were...
To say the least. She made her cry.
You didn't want to be here.
Yes.
And part of it is because of the interactions, and then your reaction yesterday was based on the interactions you had, not with Mr. Williams or anyone over here, but with the district attorney's office. Isn't that true?
Yes.
And in fact, you said that prior to coming out and testifying, that the only person you were afraid of, you didn't want to be around, was Investigator Hamilton from the district attorney's office. Is that true?
Yes.
In fact, you told us when you were back there that you didn't want to come out and see him because he had harassed you. True?
Yes.
I'm going to object as to relevance.
Objection.
What a terrible look for the DA's office. Wow. Like he was like trying to date her apparently type shit. An investigator for the DA's office.
You actually met with him at different locations.
Yes, I met him at a restaurant.
Supposed to talk about the case.
Yes.
But he wanted to meet you by yourself. You did not feel comfortable with the interactions you've been having with the district attorney's office, and so you brought your 20-year-old son along with you.
Yes. And asking me to give him my number and that he's going to contact me, that I ain't need to speak with no one else. And if they contact me, do not answer or speak to them. Only him.
Completely inappropriate. What is he thinking? You can't be that horny, bro.
You met with them so often that you actually lost your job, didn't you?
Yes.
They would contact you and say, hey, you got to come talk to us. And because of the number of times that you had to just kind of drop everything, leave your job, and come talk to them, you lost your job, didn't you?
Yes.
The jury's seen this. The jury's probably like, damn, this DA office kind of bullying some of these witnesses low key.
Mr. Hamilton, the investigator, told you, don't worry about that. Take care of getting you another job, right?
Yes.
Bro is horny, dude. You need to relax. I mean, that's just not professional at all. You work for the district attorney's office.
Making a report about an incident that you said occurred on May the 12th of 2013.
Yes, sir.
You do not?
Yes, sir.
We got Adrian Bean version 2 on the stand.
You told police officers in 2013 that Jeffrey Williams, DK, and someone you said was Jeffrey Williams' brother, came to your house on Mother's Day.
Yes, sir.
They robbed you on that day.
No, sir.
Is it true that you told the police what DK took your gun and then shot your gun into the wall?
No, sir.
That didn't happen, did it?
No, sir.
And you were seeing a young man by the name of Micah Anderson.
Yes.
So Micah Anderson is actually a rapper that Thug was friends with, and they made videos after this incident together. When I saw this issue, I was confused. I was like, if they have videos after the incident, what person continues to be friends with someone that apparently robbed his baby mama?
Is that a picture of Micah Anderson?
Yes.
Micah Anderson is the father of your child.
Yes.
His rap name was Ola Playa.
Yes.
Father of your child.
Yes.
6 individuals, correct?
Yes.
The person in the middle, that's you, isn't it?
Yes.
And you have on a t-shirt on the back, which on the back says "Free King Slime." Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes.
And on the bottom it says "Ola Playa."
Yes.
And there's a picture in that on a t-shirt of Mr. Anderson, Ola Playa, correct?
I can't hardly see it. Not from right here.
She remembers the shirt. Come on. Someone in the chat just said this ratchet as hell.
Free Ola Playa, Free King Slime. I mean, you're referring to the same person when you say King Slime and Ola Playa. True?
I wouldn't say it's true, but
I don't want to embarrass you, but the truth is, you and Mr. Anderson, is it true that y'all sold drugs out of that location?
yes.
Would you consider yourselves, you and Mr. Anderson at that point, to kind of been like the neighborhood dealers?
No.
I mean, folks came to your place to get drugs. True?
Yes.
Jeffrey Williams, DK, and someone named Buck actually came to your apartment.
Wait, it's Buck. That's not Thug's brother. She was wrong when she first snitched to the police initially.
Those 3 individuals came to your apartment, and it wasn't Mr. Williams, DK, and Mr. Williams' brother, but Mr. Williams, DK, and this person named Buck. You remember that?
No.
Okay. Do you remember that they came there for purposes of getting some from your apartment?
No.
They came there and actually smoked with you and got high with you?
No.
Is it true that when they left,
Your Honor, I'm going to object. There's no fact and evidence that those three people came. And so when Mr. Adams keeps saying it's true when, he's assuming facts that are not in evidence.
Low-key, prosecutor could be right in this situation. I think he might be assuming facts that aren't in evidence. The evidence they have is Thug's brother, not this new person, Buck that he's bringing up.
well, Judge, I have to ask her the questions. I have a good faith basis to ask her the questions.
He's saying he has a good faith basis for this, though. Okay.
Did they leave your apartment and Buck take a quantity of heroin that you had at your apartment?
I never had heroin. No.
You have a conversation with Micah Anderson about the fact
Assume
that
facts
Buck
not
had
in
stolen
evidence.
heroin
Objection,
from
Your
your
Honor.
apartment?
No.
Objection.
Did you have a conversation with your boyfriend, Micah Anderson, about the fact that Buck had stolen some heroin from your apartment?
This is so confusing. Like, who's telling the truth here and who's lying? If I was on the jury, I'd be like, once again, pointless. I don't know who's telling the truth. So thank you for confusing me even more.
Receive a phone call after that incident with someone apologizing for Buck stealing the heroin from your apartment?
No.
Discuss with Mr. Anderson that Jeffrey Williams was going to pay for the heroin that Buck had stolen from your apartment?
Objection, Your Honor. That would be hearsay.
That what actually happened was that whole situation with Buck stealing heroin from your apartment. Isn't that true?
No.
There certainly was no incident where DK shot into your apartment or anyone put a gun to your head. That never really happened, did it?
No.
This is pointless. Why'd the state call this girl, bro?
You were contacted or anyone asked you any questions about something that happened way back in 2013 was about a year ago. Is that right?
I mean, that's just ridiculous. 10 years later, you're being contacted about something for a RICO trial.
You're not even aware of your name being included in any sort of a RICO indictment, are you?
No.
Or any incident from 2013 even being a part of any RICO indictment, right?
No.
Was there ever a time where you told Micah Anderson, hey, Jeffrey Williams, DK, and some other guy came and stole and robbed me and shot at my apartment? And then after that, Micah Anderson still continued to record music with the person who was supposedly involved with shooting up his house with his lady there?
No.
My exact point makes no sense. Why would he continue to be friends with someone that allegedly robbed his baby mama? Definitely cast some doubt for the jurors. Like, they're gonna be like, that is strange. All right, now some redirect from Miss Love.
A communication stating that you did not go to court because you were in the hospital.
Yes, I said that to Mr. Hamilton.
Did you tell anyone in the district attorney's office that the judge could kiss your ass?
No. I told Mr. Hamilton to have the judge to call me so I could tell him how being harassed. That's exactly what I said.
Isn't it true that you teared up and said that you had gone to prison, and while you were in prison, your mother became terminally ill?
Yes.
Isn't it true that you said and had on a shirt when we met that was commemorating the date and your mother?
Her being aggressive like this and like having a toot, if I was a juror, I would just think this is like excessive. Miss Love is discrediting her own witness. What's the point of this?
Isn't it true that you told me you, Miss Love, you are the reason I'm starting to feel this way?
So she's discrediting her own witness. Yeah, she's pointing out that she said different things to her and on the stand differently. Like, what is the point of discrediting your own witness? Now the jury's just going to be like, so why do you bring her then if you're discrediting her now?
Isn't it true that the only thing that we told you you had to do was to appear pursuant to your subpoena?
What's the subpoena?
Ms. Bennett, is it your testimony that you never received a subpoena to appear in court?
No, y'all. I received word of mouth or text when I got to come to court. I never had a paperwork telling me I had to come to court. And he just told me to sign a paper. I didn't even know what I was signing for. I probably could have signed my life away because he didn't let me read it.
I probably could have signed my life away because he ain't let me read it.
Isn't it true that you own at least one article of clothing with the letters ABG on it?
Yes, I don't have a shirt with it on there. It was a rap group.
What's the rap group name?
Can't think of the name of it. No, I don't think it's stand for Men Blood Gang.
I mean, she's clearly lying about some of this shit. Like, acting like she doesn't remember shit, but so tedious for the jury. I feel terrible for the jury. It seems like there was a little break of something happened where someone asked for a sidebar, and now we're back after like 20 or 30 minutes.
I believe that there is discovery that we're entitled to. I'd like to have before Ms. Bennett leaves. I know I'm not doing the cross, but I heard about text messages. That's a written communication with a witness, that this witness had a conversation with the district attorney, maybe Investigator Randolph, about Donovan Thomas and teared up. We're charged with assisting in the murder. That goes to her potential bias. I heard that Ms. Love was causing the witness to feel like she is going to commit suicide. That goes to the witness's mental state. We're entitled to that. She said that there will be no witness to testify that they were stolen by Buck. This is not her quote, but this is what she was talking about. And then there is no one on the witness list to do that. She doesn't know that. It's the second time I say, because it's the same thing with accusing me of not being candid with this honorable court about Mr. Bean going to Grady Hospital. I knew he went to Grady Hospital. The court knows he went to Grady Hospital. Everyone knows that. But Ms. Love says there's no evidence about it whatsoever. She shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, neither one of you should really be doing that. All right, well, here's the thing. You all should have made steps to turn that over already. I mean, that's kind of what causes this lag a lot of times, because
Here we go. The judge finally putting his foot down for the state not giving the defense Brady.
and then, we all get put in the untenable position of it's delayed when it could have been provided.
There's Thug right there. They just showed her face in that on the stream, I think.
Do you recognize this person here? Other gang members, or even Bible gang members to a gang you're affiliated with, is not something that is looked favorably upon.
I don't understand.
It is not looked upon favorably. Do you look upon it favorably to testify against people in court. It's good, bad.
Why is Miss Love like bringing up how gangs look at snitches and stuff?
Would you tell the jury why you were so upset at having to appear and testify in this trial?
Why was I upset? I wasn't really upset. I was just upset about, like, I talked to somebody a while ago. He asked me about a police report. I told him that I don't recall or I didn't make it because, like, y'all started contacting me later and asking me the same thing, and I was giving my same answer.
If you don't recall the incident and don't recall 2013, how are you able to recall that you did not make that police report?
Because when he showed it to me, I read it. I knew I didn't do it.
So you do recall 2013?
Yeah, some of it.
Well, that's different than what you said to me at first, isn't it?
No, you asked me, do I remember 2013? And I told you that I do remember some of it, and some of it I blocked out. That's exactly what I told you. I didn't say all of it because you asked me something that happened in 2013. I told you I had my son.
This trial's f***ing stupid.
Isn't it true that you told Lieutenant Hamilton you were tired of talking to everybody in the district attorney's office?
No, he told me I didn't have to talk to nobody else from y'all office. But he did state that he was going to have him come talk to me. And he came for a brief, and I talked to him for a while, and he left. Because when he came, you asking me the same thing. Mr. Hamilton told me I didn't have to speak with you or anyone else from the DA's office. Can she ask me again so I can answer it? Because I don't know if she let me finish talking over me doing it. Like, it's just doing too much right now.
He says she's talking over me. She's doing too much right now. Miss Love is kind of asking questions over and over really quickly, like not letting her finish her sentences.
If you're going to be honest, and I'll be honest, sometimes you texted me, I probably didn't hit you back to the next day or like hours later.
Was the content of the text messages checking on how you're doing?
Objection, Your Honor. That's the same objection.
Did I ask you how you were doing?
So judge just asked for counsel and then goes on a hour-and-a-half break. Dude, Miss Love's laying foundation, but boy, is it tedious.
I'm asking you that the phone number ending in 6024 and the phone number ending in 4983 are two different numbers that you currently.
Brian still taking a deep breath and doing that is so good. He is so over this. I don't know why she's bringing up the phone number a lot. I would imagine there's some incriminating messages on this phone number or some shit. Or she's trying to catch her in a lie that she said something else yesterday that I didn't catch.
Now, why is it then that you told the jury that you had one phone number since 2000?
There it is. There's the lie that she's trying to catch her in.
No, I did not.
No.
I said I had the same phone number.
I need you to give me a number of phone numbers that you had. Another phone number? Two? More than that?
I just gave you the phone number.
Why does any of this matter, dude? Like, it's been 2 hours of pointless shit about phone stuff. And she's just trying to discredit her own witness for that long.
Isn't it true that Lieutenant Hamilton then said they are hiring? Fill out the application online and let me know when you've submitted it. I'll be in contact with them after you let me know.
He's helped her son get a job. Who cares? Why does this matter? Does this mean that he's not still a creep to his mom? Kind of sounds like a dude's helping out the son to try to make the mom be a little bit nicer to him, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes, but it wasn't for my son. It was for me. He thought it was my number, but it wasn't.
This is such a painful testimony. I mean, I just don't see how this makes YSL be a gang, right? As a juror's perspective, is this proving that YSL is a gang? All this bullshit for the past 2 hours?
I don't know if I sent that or he sent that.
So she's just going through a shit ton of messages from Mr. Hamilton, the guy that allegedly harassed her, where I think she's just showing that he like hit her up professionally for information a lot. He did call her mama in one of the texts, apparently. Don't know how I feel about that.
You told me like when I met you at Wendy's, you remember we had a discussion and some things you said that we wasn't going to talk about again. I guess it's supposed to be personal things between us, and you did anyway, so I guess I can say you lied. I don't remember, like, because you had me so heated that day.
We are going to probably not finish with your testimony today. And given the fact and the lateness of the hour, it's Good Friday, I'd like to go ahead and release everybody. Next week is an administrative week, pretty much.
No court next week, besides maybe Tuesday and Wednesday for, like, motions about the lyrics.
I believe that from listening to the conversation between the prosecutor and Ms. Bennett, the prosecutor has interjected her personal knowledge and of facts of this case and has become an unsworn witness. That's a big problem. And that's what it's called, unsworn witness problem, because the lawyer is making factual assertions without being sworn. And when the lawyer is a prosecutor, that error goes to the heart of fundamental fairness and due process of law, and thus is a constitutional issue. What really happened is now the jury has to determine, is Ms. Bennett truthful or is Ms. Prosecutor truthful?
I've said that through this whole video. I'm like, who the f is lying in this situation about any of this?
Generally, the law prohibits a lawyer from acting as an advocate at trial.
And bro's citing cases.
Several series of questions by the prosecutor. Isn't it true you told me? And then a separate section was, isn't it true that I told you? And whatever it is. And here, the prosecutor at issue repeatedly and specifically referenced conversations between herself and Ms. Bennett in a vehicle and on a courthouse bench with the prosecutor repeating the statements. The prosecutor relied upon her own unsworn
Bro, he might have cooked up some here.
pride of the state of Georgia behind her words. We can't cross-examine her. This is from Dillon, D-I-L-L-O-N versus Kentucky. It is 475 Southwest. But all I know is I sit there and I see text messages between the prosecutor and a witness that are now in evidence, and the prosecutor saying, didn't you tell me, etc. I'm not going to repeat, of course. But that is my motion. I'm moving for a mistrial because I cannot cross-examine an unsworn witness. That there is exculpatory information on that phone. That phone is being held by the Fulton County DA's office. I have not seen the process that this court ordered, but I did see a video. And I will tell you that according to the video that I saw, I may be wrong, but according to the video I saw, Ms. Bennett did not have her phone on her when she's arrested, so it should not have been put in property. And it's not in property, it's with the DA's office.
Wait, so they illegally seized her phone when they arrested her? What? Still cooking, and he might have done something because he cited a lot of cases. Just insane. Comment down below what you guys think. This trial is a complete disaster. Love you guys. Peace out.